Hi guys! Today I'll be painting two Vampire Lord models, one of the current Vampire Lord sculpts from Games Workshop, and the old Annabelle von Carstein resin model, which is no longer in print. I was fortunate enough to receive her as a gift, just before Games Workshop stopped printing the model. I do love the aesthetic of the old boobylicious vampires. She got sass for sure. I put together the new sculpt pretty quickly. As we all know, the quality of the plastic makes for a much easier building experience than the old resin models. The Lord itself is quite static, but obviously the hair adds some dynamism to the figure. And I like the bats. Bats are cute. Honestly, when I opened Isabelle and saw 1 million lines of resin connecting her to the sprue, I couldn't even tell which parts were her and which parts had to be cut off. And I accidentally cut her foot off, but it's all good. I glued it back on. You will be spending more time cleaning up the edges, but as long as you have a sharp scalpel or craft knife, it's all good. She doesn't come with the correct base size for a Vampire Lord, so I just built hers up with epoxy sculpt. You can use green stuff or milliput if you like. I quickly rolled over my Green Stuff World rolling pin to add some texture to the base. This design is called Ancestral Recall. Then I pressed some more clay onto the other base, before pressing in some skulls and bits I had from Mortal Realms. I added a few bits of sand and stones as well. Their vibes are already feeling pretty different. Our Vampire Lord is looking ready for the battlefield. I can see Isabelle preparing for her last stand in the castle, protecting her throne. Anyway, let's get on to painting. I gave both models a zenithal highlight with black and white spray primers. Then I sprayed select areas with my red mix as a base colour. My proportions for the colour are half a teaspoon of Vallejo Bloody Red Game Colour, 5 teaspoons of Liquitex Matte Medium, 100 drops of Crimson Liquitex ink, 20 drops of Carbon Black Liquitex ink, 5 teaspoons of Vallejo Airbrush Thinner. Next I'll be taking some Grim Black Army Painter Speed Paint and picking out their boots, cape, bats, mace and shield. Then I'll dry brush over the whole model with some white Vallejo Game Colour to bring back the detail a bit. I used Runic Grey speed paint over the skin and hair to add some contrast. Then I went back in with my white and dotted a few highlights. I used purple alchemy speed paint and white and dotted both colours over the flowers to get a range of pink. I felt like the red was getting a bit dull, so I thinned down some Slaughter Red speed paint with some clear speed paint medium. The undiluted colour was a bit strong and I didn't want to undo all the dry brushing I'd just done. After that, I took some undiluted Slaughter Red and dripped it over the base as pools of blood. Then I dripped a few drops of water over the top as well and allowed it to flow into the crevices. Let's take a look at our vampires. They do have different vibes, for sure. Whilst the new model has more definition and more of a board presence, I can't help but love Isabelle's style. Traditional isn't always best, but when it comes to gothy, vampiric aesthetic, maybe it is. I think I'm gonna have to side with the sexy booby lady on this one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below which old Games Workshop models you actually prefer to their new counterparts. Give me a like if you like this video, and subscribe for more Soul Blight Gravelords content. Thanks guys, see you next time.